Section 7, an explanation, abbreviation, definitions, reference marks. Attending the accompanying government shipments, AAR, Association of American Railroads, AAC, advanced charges, BOE, Bureau of Explosives, BOL, billing of lading, CFR, Code Federal Regulations, COFC, container of the flat car, Conus of the Continental United States, CG, Caboose cars furnished, DFR, RFI, Defense Freightways, Interchangeable Fleet, the DM, the Mirage Strait, the DOD, the Department of Defense, the Department of Transportation, DTMR, the Defense of Traffic Management Regulation, the DV, detention of vehicles, empty cars ordered to build but not use, EC, the EDI, Electric Data Interchange, FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, FAC, the freight all kinds, FC, furnishing chassis of COFC shipments, GBL, the Government Bill of Landing, GS, Greater Security Services, HF, the handling freight position immediately adjacent to the vehicle, HR, heater of the refrigerator services, loading, LU, loading and unloading carriers, FTMRP, the Freight Traffic Rules Publication, MTMC, Military Traffic Management Control, MTX, Military Traffic Expediting Service, PD, Pickup and Delivery Saturday and Sunday holidays, PR, Pre-Lodging, RC, Reconsignment Division, RD, Redelivery, RE, return of empty containers of pallet, RG, Rail Armed Guard and Surveillance Services, RI, Railway Inspection, Rail, RP, the return of movement of pallets, RS, the Rail Surveillance Services, RV, the relocation of the vehicles, SG, storage, and SO, stop off the transit, SP, the split backup of delivery, SS, Special Train Services, STCC, the Standard Transportation Commodity Codes, SV, storage of vehicles, TDR, Transportation Discrepancies Port, TOFC, Trailer of the Flat Car, TO, the Transportation Officer, TM, the Tendering of the Multi-Vehicles, TPS, the Transportation Services, UFC, Uniform Freight Classification, USCA, United States Code, and noted van value adding network, VF, vehicles furnished and but not excluded, the WV, the weight verification. AR 555 355, the Defense of Traffic Regulations promulgates the basic policies of the governing of the utilization of commercial freight train and the defensive freight railway interchanging fleet, the DFRIF, services of the military Department of the Components of the Continental United States, CONUS, actual placement of the placement of the conveyance of the accessible position of the loading and unloading is previously designated the cosigner and cosigning actual value rate of the rate based on the actual value of the military shipment. The agreed valuation of the value of the article shipment is agreed upon the basis of the freight, and the rate is assessed, and the valuation established that the value beyond the recovery cannot be in the event of the loss of damage from transit. Of the freight shipments and the proportion of the shipments of the carrier possession delivered to the government activity which the bailing of the way billing is not available, which is being held in any reason of the transfer. The boxcar, the term boxcar encompasses all cars in the AAR car types, being AB, LU, RNS, RRS, as described in the STB Railway Equipment Register 64131, carrier of the records, carrier of the tender of movement of the piers of the building landing, subsequently paid by the power track chassis, the wheel assembly of the bogies of the street highway to the movement of the containers, consigning the personal military installation of the container, or the personal military installation contractor receiving the shipment of the carrier, cosigner the personal military installation contractor to tendering the shipment of the carrier container, the reusable shipping conveyance with not less than 20 feet of the length and outside of the measure remain loaded and empty without bogie and chassis with a device permitting the ready for the transfer mode of the transportation, another construed to enable the attachment of movable bogie into the further transportation. Instruction placement when the carrier convenience when it cannot be placed in loading or unloading at a point of previously designated cosigner, and cosigning is a place where it isn't considered to be under the deconstruction placements continental United States, the United States territory comprising 48 contiguous states and the District of Columbia, including the adjacent territorial waters, but excluding Hawaii, Alaska, and Hawaii, conveyance of the railway car and trailer in a container used in the shipment. During barrage, a charge made by the railway cars or vessels, including the barges held by the cosigner and cosignees, beyond allowable free time of the loading, unloading, and forward direction of any of the purposes charged the demurrage. In addition, with all lawful lawful transportation desired delivery date DDD specific date delivery to shipment be accomplished in the definition of charge made in the trailer containers of the held by the consignor or the co-signing beyond the allowable free time of loading and unloading forwarding actions for any other power charges for the detention in addition to all lawful transportation charges to drives movement into the terminus within 30 miles of origin eBay functional and power tracker is used at the request of the shipper is to carry the or credit from the carrier of the shippers to the party initiating the e-bill will not be paid and the other parties approves the transaction. E-bills must be commonly reconciled the adjustment of the payment of the amounts of the shipment that have been already approved. The emergency situation which prevented the shipment of the safety of reaching the destination such as undoing the delay caused by accident and equipment of the failure or civil disturbances, labor strikes and natural disasters, government billing of landing GBL and the government documented using the proper procure freight car and the cargo related services commercial carriers the movement of the material of the government expenses government business day GBD a business day of Monday through Friday that is not a federal holiday in bond a shipment that has not been cleared in the customs intermodule movement. The intermodule moving occurs with two or more different types of such as rail trucks or barges and other sea lifts used in the move cargo and the origin of the destination of intermodule movement and occur in the CONUS such as the Alaskan Surface Access military traffic expedition services and expeditions for provides Association of American Railroads AAR military cardboard shipments and automated services for central computer electronically linked and member of the railroad capable of reporting single line of joint line movements and passing progressive reports and control the MTX number assigned for the AAR mill van, a military-owned demonstrated container that conforms to U.S. international standards, operates a centrally controlled fleet of the military movement of the military cargo. Normal business night period of the facility installation regulatory or the business on the Monday Friday to receive the discharge of the freight. Qualified carrier representatives of personnel employed at the carrier terminal involved with the DoD shipments and security of who is designated the carrier traffic management to attend to the transportation convenience aware of the sensitive DoD military moving under the transportation protective services knowledge of safety security and emergency procedures that must be followed authorized to move the transportation convenience that must be ability to serve refuge location military activity designed. The terminal facility guide is meeting requirements for the temporary storage and classified protective, excluding Class 1 and Division 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1-3 explosives, affording the Secretary of Shipments of such cargo emergency situations release value for rate of the rate applied to the shipment specifically limited to the carrier ability and care of loss of the damage required delivery date of the RDD the calendar date of what's material required of the requisition or routing and routing order in order to issued by the routing officer specified but the mode of transportation the means of the mode of the shipment will move secured area and all area of which access is controlled, which is in regular periodical surveillance and security personnel. Small arms, ammunition, explosive potential damage to the security can be used in militant, voluntary, criminal, other elements of the civil disturbance, domestic unrest, and the criminal action. Shipping and quantity of the fill tender to the transportation. One shipper at one point of the 1 day, one bill, and the landing for delivery of the co-signing of designation shipper. The person military installation contract attending of the shipment to carrier shipment ship may be a co-signing of the third-party trailer. A trailer was reusable shipping conveyance and not more than 48 feet of length of measurement constructed by the transportation commodities via highway equipped for the permanent wheeled undercarriage and mounted to the bogie and the chassis there. Trailer also may be demountable trailable body while the wheels and container mounted on all other bogies equipped for the device and coupling and tractor of the movement and the transportation officers. The personnel designed for the commander of the military activity to perform the traffic management functions vehicle, flatbed car, and converter van, open top trailer containers such as more fully defined herein. Codes for accessory services. The ANSI code is 044. The DoD code, old code, is the advanced charges. The ANSI codes I will go over for us. The AAS is and the AA is an attendant companies. ARG turns into the RG is a rail armed guarded BL, the bulk and the BB, the block racing and the additional services. DEM, the DE, Garage, DTB, and the DV detention vehicles. ECS is in the ANSI code and the DoD code is the EC empty card to the water. But empty cards ordered but not used. The FCS and the DoD SC is the furnishing of the chassis. The ANS code GCSS is in the DoD code GS, or the greater security HHB. And the DoD code HF, handling freight at a position not immediately adjacent to the vehicle. HQL and the HR, the heater refrigeration, or in the holiday or the PD, the Sunday holiday pickup and delivery. To the IDC is the idle car, the PRL, and the PR, the pre-lodging, and the RC. And the RC is reconsignment of the diversion, and the RCL and the RD of the redelivery, the RL, the RIS and the TSRS and rail inspection services, RLS, RV of relocation for vehicles, RMC and the RE and the re-empty container of the pallets, SAT and the PD Saturday pickup delivery, SC, SP, SDL and the DoD code SP and the split delivery, the SFT and the DoD code SS and the special train services, the NSI code of the SOC and the DoD code SO is stop off transit. SPU is the ANS code for with the DoD SP is a split pickup, and SRG the ANSI code, and the DoD code of the SG stands for storage. SVS and the ANSI code and the DoD storage code is SV is the storage of vehicles. TBMV and the DoD code TM, the tendering multiple vehicles. URC and the DoD code LU, the loading unloading characters. The ANSI code, the VFN, and the DoD code of the VF vehicles furnished and not be used. The WTV, the INSI code in the DoD code is WV, the weight verification. Notice the changes in the revisions only without the change of the body of the paper. Denotes the changes in a matter of the body of the papers. Denotes and new item. Denotes deleted matter item is referenced in C. Here's a set of websites and easy to reference websites, publications as listed. The MTMC Army Mill. The IMI org, IMI DTEDI, that's an EDI implementation, contains EDI implementation conventions. This the CCR.EDI.DISA.mil, CCR agent, PLSQ, CCR welcome, the CCR registration, the USBank.com power track information, the MTMC Army.mil, MTMC pubs, the NARA.gov, the head regulation notices, DTOD, MTMCS Belvidere Army Mill, DTOD, the MTS Army Mill Freight in Astray, the freight, reference table telephone numbers, for easy reference and telephone shall be the publication of telephone numbers. The information of the EC and EDI program is 703-428 and 290-15 and 180 417 of the 1844 power track certification 757 878 at 7420 740 81 dispute resolution 441 523 and 74.7 in the MTX reporting the 757 in the DH D788, D350, and 747.7 in transit visibility, 180, 631 as straight and non-emergency notifications, 150, 524, 0331 accidents, incidents, delays, and other emergencies, 108, 851. 1-800-851-8061 non-explosive hazardous cargo emergency response guidelines. DSN telephone number begins with the 328 HQ. MTMS commercial telephone numbers begin with the SO3 the commercial telephone numbers begin with 703-428. Reference to tables form. Easy reference. All forms shall be publications are listed in DD 1907 signature and tally record. Item number 35. DD 626 motor vehicle report 48. And DD 836 motor vehicle inspection. The reference and table of the email address is the MTFE carrier registration at MTMC Army Mill, the FCRP. Item 1, cost questions, the MTMCS Army Mill, dispute resolutions, DSC rules at MTMC Army Mill, rules and changes and suggestion. Revision to the previous edition of the publication of the 10A changes the substantially previous edition of the 10A. The 10A of the 3 characterized NSI codes accessorial instead of the 2 character DoD codes of the provision editions. It will show that the old new codes of the item 1 1005. The containing a continuing appearance of both editions, generally the same item numbers except for the section 7 and the other sections. Other sections of the following table contains the status. The item's appearance of the edition that provides no change. The items appearing for the first time. 10A. The status in new. Here's the table. It starts with an item name, current status. Basically, you have your list of from 5 to 1040 all through your sections. These are the rules. Some are modifiable, some are non-changeable, some are date of onboard. Some of them are new. It tells you which ones have been updated, and that is the book of Military Traffic Command and Operations Centers, Fort Eustis, VA of 23604, 16C6 Freight Services. Let's scroll way back up here. The MTMS Freight Traffic Rules and Publications number 10A, MTFRP number 10A, the rules of accessory services governing the Department of Defense Freight Trade by Rails. Headquarters of Military Traffic Management Command Operations Centers, Fort Eustis, VA 23604 1664 1644.